Everybody, welcome back to our regular Saturday work days. We've got a little cool weather here in the shop, so that's always a nice day. Gonna get started on a new project here. It's a Shovelhead rigid little bobber we bought a couple years back. A hideous piece of shit example of a motorcycle. So you're seeing a picture of it here now. It was heinous. So anyway, we are gonna strip all the garbage off of it, get down to basically forks, frame, cut a bunch of crap they welded, and I use that term loosely, onto the frame, and kind of start with a little bit of a blank slate. I'm gonna reuse the tank. I think I'm gonna reuse the fender. They have like a Sportster fender they kind of modified to fit the rigid. It's got some cool lines on it, which I kind of like. We're gonna cut the side skirts out of that, and then probably trim the back off where they had the stock tail light area, because we don't want to use that. So we'll get that cut down today. This bike is a kickstart only, which I am not interested in whatsoever. So I have a plan to try to make electric start. They make electric start kits for these, but they're several $1,000s, and I think I have a way I'm gonna use Sportster starter, which doesn't need a support on the jack shaft, and see if we can't come up with a way to get the Sportster starter on here. Currently there's a belt drive on it. I have I think I'm going to use a stock primary open chain so that we have a ring gear on it, and we'll be able to make up our electric start kit. So that's something we're going to work on, and if it works well, something we'll probably try and offer to people so that there's a more budget-oriented electric start kit available to eliminate all the crap from a stock Shovelhead starter system, which is also a humongous mess to deal with. So anyway, that's where we're at, I guess. So we're gonna get started tearing all the crap off this bike, and then we'll cut the fender down and see what else we can do. I got a belt drive in stock. In stock.
Oh man, you got to.
No.
You got to.
Why not? Why don't you want one?
I'm gonna tell his son while he's here, your dad really needs his belt drive.
That would put the bike over the top.
Like I need over the top at this point.
Everybody's doing it, one.
Everybody's getting belt drives. God,
You don't want to be left out in the cold, do you?
Matt! How big is that hole in that dash?
3.5 wide by 3 tall.
These headlights can go too, right?
Yeah.
Juan, you want these for your bike?
No.
Okay. Just checking.
It looks like, no disassemble number 5. Fucking short circuit.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, exactly.
Like bracket or whatever.
Telling you, man, this could be you.
And it could also not be.
That's so new.
You'd be the talk of the town with that, man.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That and the belt drive.
That and the belt drive.
Look at them handlebars too up here.
Those things are hideous, dude.
Well, I'm gonna cut the side skirts out of it first of all, because I like this little, the little lip. So
Make a plan before you just start chopping it up.
I have a plan. So now we got a cleaned up, a little bit better looking bobber fender. Still needs to be cleaned up a good bit more, but we'll see how it fits on the bike, see if we can use it. If it doesn't work, we'll scrap it. It was junk anyway, and get a bobber fender. But I think I can make this look good on there. And I like this little side lip as a detail. Because that's all like the grinding when sand lands or whatever, but it's
What's with the copper?
makes it softer so he can roll it into real thin sheets.
Okay.
Then he throws it in this acid, and the acid eats everything but the gold.
How long does it have to stay in that machine, the casting thing?
Till it melts. We got any full pieces of chain anywhere? I know we had that one on the 24-hour, but I don't know if it ended up in the garbage.
You want me to wait till the drag?
No, I'm not going to order it today. I'm not.
Yeah.
I made a good laugh.
Oh, it was hilarious. Yeah, it was. I mean, we were having fun.
Bring a little amusement to the trip over.
Oh. Nobody asked you, right?
Yeah. Sounds a little serious.
Always serious.
Oh,
That was stupid.
yeah. So take the whole thing off you've got on.
Yeah. Matt, you know where that transmission with the primary and all that shit is that Mike Bocchino brought? I think it's in one of them bins under the workbench right there. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, so I need a. Well, I'll just need.
Primary and shit.
No. I just need the basket with the ring gear. I'm gonna make this. See, this is a Sportster starter, so it's got no. It doesn't need a support.
Oh, no.
So my plan is to mount this. I'll make some kind of plate to mount this off of here somewhere, which is going to be tight with the chain I'm seeing, but I'll figure that out. and then the regular ring gear, this will jump out into the
So
ring
you
gear.
don't need the big one with the top.
Right, because it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the thing that
With all the plunger and a fork and yeah. So I'm hoping this is gonna work out.
I seen you at Tony's blower going yesterday.
Yeah, just cranking the motor. Yeah, it hadn't run yet, but yeah.
I thought it was running.
No, just cranking it. Yeah. More. This is modern. I mean, it'll work. Might be a better setup, actually.
It fits the shaft and everything.
Yeah, but this whole thing, this is like a newer style, but it's ugly. Somebody upgraded. It's like a diaphragm clutch, which works a lot better. But this looks so much cooler.
Yeah. So you're looking for the same as that, but a different.
But with a gear on it.
Gear on it. Right.
Let's see. Maybe we got one on eBay. Damn it! All right, what am I gonna?
You got one across the street, John.
No, but I don't know. I have no idea how to put my hands on it. That's the problem.
You said you had a bike that you brought.
Yeah. All right, so we kind of got hosed on our clutch deal because the clutch basket I thought I had is an updated model and a diaphragm clutch, which actually does work a lot better. But being that this is going to be open primary, it's very ugly. So we're not going to use that. So I dug through all my stuff. I have a few, but they're on complete bikes. I don't want to rob it off of a bike. So we're going to order one, and we'll move on from there for now. Get this tank mounted. At least get a little bit of something done today. Can't mount the fender until we get the starter figured out because the starter and all is going to be a pretty snug fit. So anyway, that's where we're at. We'll keep plugging away and get this tank mounted up.
So whenever I'm mounting a tank, I like to just take a rag. I fold it up. You can fold it up to whatever thickness you need to get the tank to be in the position you want. Makes it nice and easy, holds it into place, and let you check your measurements for your mounting bosses or whatever it is you're going to be used to attaching the frame to the tank.
Drag bars really anymore.
Yeah, but I like a little bit. I don't like it. That's
You never rode those mini 8-so, Mike. They're
I don't like the way they look.
oh, okay. But they're super comfortable.
I know everybody
Yeah.
tell me that all the time. I just don't like the look.
Yeah, not the real high one.
I'm stuck in the old ways.
That is the old ways.
No, I know. that particular 60s.
You suck with stuff, right?
Kind of 60s chopper thing. I was really into it. When I bought my panhead, it had 8 on the tubes. I brought it back to stock. It had a sports tank. I really had it.
Okay, then we'll picture it's one of the guys
All right, so we got to cut 2 spacers,
super high.
385 in length. That'll be our front mounts. We'll get those tacked on, then figure out the back.
So we're over at my favorite spot, the lathe. Got a piece of 1-inch round bar. Throw it in the chuck, face it off. Quick center drill. I'm going to drill this out for a 3/8 tapped hole. I believe it's a letter S drill bit I used for that. I'm going to slide the parting tool in here. Part off one bung. Start parting off our second bung. Ran into a little problem. Had to resharpen the parting tool. Got that finished up. Parted off and pulled out the big chunk of round bar. Slapped that back in the chuck. And changed the speed on our lathe chuck and did a little power tapping. 3/8 16 on both of those. Got them cleaned up and ready to go on the bike.
Anywhere. Not much is open yet, though. I mean, that's a... Yeah. We gotta wait probably till 11 at least.
Having time, I might bring my wife back down and then I'll call you and bring me over here.
Yeah, just call me when you know.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Sunday,
Thursday morning, yeah.
go straight to the show. We can't check in till 3.
Yeah.
So ridiculous.
Well, I mean, if they had people in there the night before, I mean, what do you...
You gotta clean. The height?
Yeah, I think so.
You're letting it low.
Huh?
You're letting it low, then you use it.
Up a little because
Yeah, you understand.
the back will come like this. And so then if you want this to follow the line, then this needs to come. Actually, you really can't follow unless I put the,
I like where the front is right now. Where you got it.
yeah, but step, if you come on, like step back over here, and does it matter that, because this is going to be like this, the tank's not going to follow the line of the frame.
Can't go lower.
There's nowhere to mount it if you go lower with the way the tabs are. Unless I cut those tabs off and put a tab on the back, which doesn't look as nice.
Well, can't you shorten these tabs and just have a little?
No, I mean, it's got to be like that.
Oh, okay.
So that you got somewhere, you don't want the tank touching the frame anyway.
Right.
And then I'll cut a little piece and weld it to the frame. Like I did on Juan's, and it's just like a little filler. What's that?
Oh, look at it from the back.
Oh, yeah.
The bike's leaning. So the bike's not straight.
Yeah, so which way does the bike need to go to be straight?
Now you got to bring the tank back to the north. A little bit. Good.
Gas, please. Still good?
Yeah, it didn't move. Good. You held it?
Nah.
Hi, babe.
So we made up our rear tabs in the exact same fashion we made the fronts, bolted them on the tank. They're a lot less accessible, so shot just a couple little tiny tacks on there, that, just what I could access. And then we're going to grab the impact, zip those bolts out, and that will let us raise the tank up and access our bungs better to get a heavier tack on there. Basically, don't really finish weld anything at this point. When we strip the bike down to the frame, I'll go over everything, finish weld it up. Mostly I'll do that with the TIG welder, but the MIG is just so convenient for doing this type of stuff. When you're doing quick assembly and tack work, I prefer MIG tacking everything, and then we'll go back and finish weld everything with the TIG, which makes for a little bit nicer and neater weld. But it's a lot easier to do when it's just the bare frame sitting on the table. So here's the front wheel we're going to be running. It's a lead sled 21-inch Invader. Picked it up from a local guy. It is a wide glide hub, which we will have to modify to a narrow glide, and we're going to be deleting the brake hub. And just a little quick shot of the overall look of the bike. Last thing I did for the day was to make up a new top motor mount, which I lost all the footage of, so hope you enjoy a couple of these still shots of it. I thought it had a pretty clean look, something a little more unique, and just all made out of regular cold rolled steel, which will end up either getting painted or chrome depending on how the overall look of the bike ends up.
All right, guys, that's gonna be a wrap for today. Didn't get quite as much done as I hoped. Wanted to get this starter situation figured out, but ran into a little parts issue. When you got so much stuff, you always think you have everything, and came up a little short today. So we got a clutch basket ordered, should be here sometime this week. And we got our tank mounted. Tony got that in prime. Got the couple little dents and dings on it fixed. And I got an Invader wheel in. One of our local guys had one, so we were able to pick that up. It is a wide glide hub. So at some point in the next few weeks, we're gonna get that on the mill, cut the hub down to a narrow glide so it'll fit in our 39mm front end. I got some really cool new old stock triple trees from somewhere kind of special. So stay tuned to see what those are. And gonna do a lot of little custom tricks on this thing. I'm hoping to have a really exceptional bike when it's all done. So anyway, if you're new here, finding us for the first time, thank you for joining us. If you've been watching forever, appreciate you coming back. Please don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date with all our latest and greatest stuff. And we hope to see you next time at Gattis Garage.